and welcome to chapter 3 of the Raven Diaries. If you made it to my channel, you are supposed to be here, and I'm glad that you are. Today I'll be talking about The Artist's Way. I'm about halfway through, so I'll give you the good, the bad, and everything in between. Grab a drink of your choice, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so I am on week 6 of The Artist's Way, which is halfway through. There are 12 weeks altogether. Let's go through each week and I'll tell you how everything has been going. I've been doing my morning pages and artist dates and recording everything in this little notebook. Here is the cover page with my critic crossed out. I think it's hilarious. I laugh every time I look at it. The morning pages are just stream of consciousness that you write 3 pages of in the morning, but I think you can do other things as well. Like one day I just filled a page with stickers because that's what I felt like doing. I think it can be anything you want, just fill 3 pages a day. The artist dates have gone pretty well too, but let's go through each week and I'll tell you what happened. So week 1 was about shadow artists, which are artists who don't pursue their dreams for whatever reason. As I said in my first video, I didn't really relate to that because I did pursue my artistic dream and was successful for about 7 years working in 2D animation. But now I'm looking for a different path, so hopefully this book guides me there or somewhere. I think I would have related to this chapter a lot more in my late 20s when I was just starting to pursue animation. That week I had a really good artist date where I just went out and walked around in the snow. It was really pretty and I loved it. Week 2 was when I started to see some coincidences happening. So as I mentioned before, I wanted to get back into dressage lessons and I messaged someone whose sister does horse riding. And that day, they were actually going to go visit their sister, so coincidence number 1. And I have my first dressage lesson this week on Friday, which I am really excited about. Who knows where that will go. The second coincidence I noticed was finding a notebook that I really wanted. I had a specific idea of a notebook in my head, and I didn't know if this existed. But I looked on the Archer and Olive website and I found the perfect notebook for this project that I want to do. It's a private project, so it will probably never see the light of day, but I just wanted to record it somewhere special. And this notebook is perfect. I'm so glad I found it. So coincidence number 2. Coincidence number 3 was an acquaintance became a friend of mine. So I've been wanting to make more friendships this year and I bonded with this person over food that we both love. So yeah, an acquaintance became a friend. So that's great. I made a new friendship this year. And coincidence number 4 was finding some cute socks. I went through my wardrobe and realized that I needed new socks. So on my artist date, I looked around some shops and at this one shop, I found these super cute socks that had little roses on them and they're so perfect for the spring. So that was coincidence number 4. Hopefully I will see more coincidences as I go along with this book. In week 3, the author asks if your artist date was bad that week and mine was. So I guess that's another coincidence that happened that week. The first 3 weeks of The Artist's Way went really well. I did my morning pages, my artist dates, and even though one date wasn't great, the rest of the time was good. And then I got to week 4. I did not like this week at all because she tells you to not read anything for a whole week. And I hated that. I love reading books and magazines, and maybe this would have worked in the 90s when the book was written, but in 2026, I think it just doesn't work at all. So she tells you that if you're a student at university, not to do any of the readings that week, which I think is just ridiculous. I think you should do the readings. She also talked about how if you're at work, not to do any reading related to work. And it's like, no, you should do your job. So yeah, I thought that was like bad, but then it got worse. So she says, don't read anything this week, but of course you can read my book and do all the exercises for this week. And I thought that was just really scummy, and it gave off cult vibes. So it was very like selfish Applewhite energy. If you know, you know. I know she talks about being audacious in this book and having more audacity, but I think this is just going too far. So I would just skip week 4 altogether. I did try to do that. I tried not reading for a week, and by the time I got to Friday, I was just like, no, I need to start reading books and magazines again, because I found myself doom scrolling way more than usual. I did try to fill the time with other things. Like I practiced my harp, I did coloring, I did puzzles, I exercised, I wrote in my journal, I sketched in my sketchbook, I did all these things, but despite that, I was still doom scrolling too much, which is why I don't think it works in 2026. So just skip week 4 altogether. Week 5 was about accepting the gifts or like abundances that kindness or the universe or God or whatever you believe in gives to you. She has an exercise where she gets you to write down wishes. So you write down, I think it's 20 wishes, and it can be anything crazy that you want. So that was really fun. And then week 6 was about money and how you spend it. You're supposed to write down what you spend that week so you can figure out what you spend your money on. So basically this week she says, trust in the kindness or God or the universe and do the art first, and then the money will follow. Yeah, I'm finding this week pretty interesting. I went on my artist date yesterday. I went to pick up a dress that I bought the previous week on my other artist date. And then I just walked home from that neighborhood and I saw so many squirrels on my walk home. And yeah, it was just really nice. I have my dressage lesson this week as well, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, that's basically what happened in the 6 weeks that I've been doing this. I've started to see some coincidences happening, and my YouTube channel is improving slowly. So, for example, my first video got 39 views, and then I think my second video got 42 views, so that's more views than the first one. It's happening slowly, but it's happening. So I am happy with that, and I'm hoping that things will continue to improve, because I do like making these videos and they do take a lot of time and effort, and it's nice when it's appreciated. That's basically the video for today. I am enjoying this journey so far. I'm doing my morning pages, I'm going on my artist dates, and I'm seeing some coincidences. At first I was really skeptical of this book, but now I'm like, okay, maybe things are happening, so that's good. And my advice, just skip week 4 altogether. I just don't think that works at all. I will do another update when I finish this book. Hopefully things will improve even more and I will find a new path for my artistic career. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye!